being 7 strokes back of McBeth is a lot. We also thought that Ricky Wysocki had the Tour Championship in the bag when he had 9 strokes on Gannon last year, and that didn't age well. Gannon Buhr will be there in the mix at the end when it's all said and done.
Paul Krans has experience out here, first of all. He's won at these venues in a smaller tournament, but an A tier nonetheless. So he has good memories on these courses. Plus, he's a great player. Like, we just watched him absolutely fillet line after line and make a lot of good putts in a row. Didn't seem like the pressure got to him, and that's the ingredients for him to remain on the lead card and maybe even push for the title tomorrow if he can have the best round of his life.
Cole Redalen is right there in the mix. Self-admittedly, this has been a poor season for Cole, but he can't beat himself up too much because of the injuries that he's been battling. Keep giving him opportunities as a proven winner in the past. He's going to take another one down at some point. He's too smooth. He throws too far. His putt just gets on fire. And when he gets all those things clicking together, I mean, he's a threat. He's a real threat, and he's right there in the mix.
Coming down the stretch, if McBeth gets off to a slow start, it might be a tough round for him, and that would allow the rest of the field to kind of come back in. But if he starts off like he did today and he gets the first 5, 6, 4 out of the first 5, 3 out of the first 5, I think it's over. I think that Fox Run is a type of course to where you can really hold a lead and hold it well if you're playing good.
Hello and welcome to final round front 9 coverage of the MPO lead card at the 2025 GMC. We're here at Fox Run for the 4th and final round, the first playoff event. Paul Ulibarri, Jeremy Koling, and before we get off screen, I just want to show you the threats have gotten real over here, folks. I got to the booth today and there was a knife sitting there on the table. The two hot geese mean business. They want that 500K or they want blood. And it'd be my blood that'd be shed. Some of you might be cheering, others might not be. Either way, we're so close. I think we're at like 496K. So like we don't even need you as a subscriber. I mean, you guys have subscribed. If you're listening, we need really your family. Get your family involved. Like I don't know why it's such a big deal, but it is. So do it. That's it. We can move on. But help save my life for the love of God. Hey, Yules.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, I think.
Yeah, he's a little scared, but we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this, man. We're going to start off by going into hole 1. Paul holding a nice little lead over a stacked field right now. Par 4, 595 feet. Island, really. Yeah, the biggest island of all time, but it is an island. So clear the OB, sidearm approach, skipping into here. If you do go out of bounds, you take it where you go out, or you have an option to go to a drop zone.
Give the respect to the players and have their names announced.
World champion, a one-time former GMC champion. Let's make some noise for Paul McBeth.
But while they're playing, I want to talk a little bit about the playoffs and why the playoffs are important and explaining what the difference between a playoff and just any other event is. But we'll let these guys get off the tee first. Paul with a 2-shot lead. The projected winning score early in the week was 40 under.
This needs to get down.
That is pushing it to the left side. But now it's in perfect spot.
It's in a good spot, yes.
Stepping in next from Portland, Oregon. Can you help me welcome Cole Redalen?
I think if you could put the disc anywhere in reasonable landing zone, I think you'd put it almost exactly where Paul is, but no one would really intentionally want to be that close to the OB line. I don't think.
Cole going with a mid-range, so he's going to want to get this on a little anhyzer. Jeez, he's throwing it well. Yeah, very nice.
Right down the middle. There used to be a tree standing there, right? I mean, I know that. Has that always been wide open down the middle?
I don't think so.
I think there used to be a tree right there.
We love us, our Northeastern disc golfers here in Vermont. Let's give it up for Paul Krans.
And there's the local support. What an incredible first round on Jomez, on lead group at a Disc Golf Pro Tour event Paul put together yesterday. Really didn't show any signs of nerves, just did his thing, and here he is once again on lead card, final round. What a dream.
Look at this. Missed the tree. Yes.
That's right where you want to be.
These guys are all in great position.
All right. Stepping up next from Urbandale, Iowa. He is the current Disc Golf Pro Tour points leader. He is the current Disc Golf World Champion. And he's the current Green Mountain Champion. Can we put our hands together for Gannon Buhr?
I think Gannon knows what he's up against today. If his projected number of 40 under is true, he's going to have to shoot course record to get to that 40 under number. If that 40 under number is not true, then he's still going to have to put up 13, 14 under minimum, I think, to have any chance.
I think you're spot on, Jerm. When you're playing good on this course, lead card, 8 under, 9 under is kind of easy.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's enough. It might be enough for Paul, but it's not enough for these guys.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for
Oh,
Paul,
I see. Yeah, I
which
see.
means, like, yeah, I think you're on the number with him having to do the course record.
Yes.
16 under.
Something like that, yeah. Great shot there for Krans. So while these guys are throwing their approach, what is a playoff event? Why is it important? Well, first off, the points are doubled. So we've got, oh gosh. Well, that actually worked out really nice. Points for this event, 200 points for a win. Normal events, only 100 points for a win. So first off, that's a lot in order to get those last points that you need to get into the finals. Also, there's a lot more money at this event. I think there's $15,000 on the line for first place. Also, this is a qualifier event for some people who have not quite qualified for MVP yet. So there's a playoff aspect there. And finally, the most important thing is at MVP next week, there will be 4 spots available to play for the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships. Paul, low. He has been impeccably consistent on the green so far this week. A surprising miss and a door open for Cole and the rest of the field.
Yeah, missed it by a half inch right there. And he looked surprised about it. It seemed like he liked the stroke. Which happens sometimes. Sometimes you just don't make a good read.
In the past, there has been a play-in for those final 4 spots in different ways. But this year, they decided to do the play-in at the entire last playoff event. So next week, there will be 4 players who are not in the top 28. They might be 29th, 30th, 31st, and 32nd in the Pro Tour standings. We're not quite sure who's going to get in. But that's the importance of the playoffs, and I hope that that clears it up. I think that's really all there is to it.
Yeah.
Other than that, it is just another disc golf tournament, and it's an Elite Series event, and this one is just even harder because it's against 89 of the top players in the world. And unfortunately, only 88 were able to play the final round due to Joey Buckets having to drop out of his very first tournament yesterday due to a back injury. And he was actually playing really well when it happened too. So
Yeah, wishing him all the best. Heal
Absolutely.
up quick. Cole on the second hole, only being 1 back, just like that, out of nowhere.
clears the rock, and almost a mirror image to what he did yesterday.
Yeah, that's pretty. Krans going with the sidearm. Just needs to beat these trees. Yeah. Yeah,
Well
good
done.
shot.
It's going to like that a whole lot.
Yep. Good shot.
And Paul, this is pulled a little bit to the right side, and Again, door opening. Everyone else on the green. Paul only gets about 3/4 of the way down the fairway. Nothing but a layup there from McBeth. Looking like we're going to have a tie ball game here with Cole stepping up to about a 16-foot putt.
Who sneaks it in the left side. Krans does.
Birdie start. Love that.
Same for Cole.
The whole card is going to go birdie. Meanwhile, McBeth goes par. And suddenly things are a lot more interesting here in Vermont.
And Gannon only 5 back.
Meanwhile, Isaac Robinson nearly goes in for the eagle on hole 4. Watch out, Cole Redalen.
Hole 3, par 3, 300 feet. Mandatory left right here. There's out of bounds on the right, past the mandatory as well. Lots of trouble on the left. Putter. Keep it high through the window. Land it about right here and slide your way up and to about 20 feet would be your best case scenario. That way you don't have to deal with the rutabagas down there, because they can be ferocious. That's not going to yield a
It's
well.
It's gonna get. I think it's gonna put him in a spot where he's gonna have tough decision. I think it'd be better for him to be 70 feet than for him to be at 60 feet.
You think he's inside 60?
I don't know. It's hard to say exactly how much skip
It
he
looked
got.
to me like he could have been really close.
Oh, did
hit
that jump and hit the cage?
It did. And then, well, weird.
If somebody told him that thing hit the cage, he would be stunned.
Imagine if that went in.
Would have been an all-timer.
Gannon, does he get around the corner? Gets through the corner. Lovely.
Yeah, this is exactly what Gannon needs to start off with. Some early birdies. You got to get a lot of these birdies early, I think, to just withstand the storm of the midsection of this course.
Paul's a little bit right as well. Decent reaction.
Yeah, fights through. Gets him a look.
Kind of a nightmare spot, like you were saying.
Yeah, I don't love being 45 feet away on this one.
Especially being even through 2. I think it's green light for him, and Cole's thinking the same thing, but...
Gotta be careful here.
Yep.
And I didn't really mean to say 60. I meant to say I'd rather be 60 than 45.
Gotcha.
Boom. Big putt.
Big putt.
And that was right at 45 feet.
Oh, that tells you a lot right there.
Ooh, that's gutsy. And he hit that with some speed, too. That was going through the chains, showing that confidence is still high even after the low miss on 1.
Yeah, if he misses that, he's flying out of bounds.
Yeah,
flying.
He's not like sliding.
No.
Yeah, that's in air OB for sure.
Big make, especially right after Cole missed his low.
Yep, regaining the lead.
That's right. Doesn't matter how many people get close, as long as you have the lead. That's what we're looking for.
That's right. Krans off to the perfect start. Him and Gannon off to the races early.
Couple Robinson brothers, 5 under through 6 together.
On to the fourth, 630 feet. Follow the drone with the Anheuser backhand driver and just hold some turn and do whatever you can to avoid this big bushy tree here in the middle of the fairway. Come up short of the bridge and you'll have yourself a very easy birdie. The problem comes in with people not quite committing to the turn off the tee or overturning it and going out of bounds early. And then the third problem is people throwing it a little bit too low and catching the early rough and falling OB as well. Can Paul continue the perfection off the tee? And
I like the nose angle. That's going to fight back.
there's a couple ways to play this. And instead of going Anheuser out of the hand, he goes Heiser wide right, and that's perfectly fine. You don't get quite as much distance off the tee, but it's really not that important. This is a relatively short par 4.
And that's fighting out of it. It's going to be fine, I think, as well.
Yeah. There's enough space, I think, to work some way around that tree. I don't know if that's a tree or a bush. I don't know what to call it. It's like...
bushy tree.
Yeah, it's a monster of a bush, that's for sure.
Uh-oh, this is out of bounds. Oh, it's a mid... No, it's still out of bounds, right?
It's going to be pushing it. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, we're going to find out soon.
Kind of looks in from here. What are you thinking? What is your guess?
Well, the more it zoomed in, I started to see that line. It looked like it might be out of bounds, but I think he's in. But I'm not sure. I don't know.
My initial thought when it came out of his hand was no chance.
Yeah, for sure. Same. I think since the graphic didn't show up, I think that means he's safe, but
I like that.
We'll see.
And I like this. I don't like that.
Oh.
It's tough. It's tough, but it happens a lot on this green. It's really
it
the only
does.
tricky part about the green.
So I think the play for the approach is to try to, I mean, if you're trying to park it, that's fine. But like, definitely don't come up short. Like spike on it or go long, because if you hit the backside of those rocks, they're not going to roll you any place that you weren't expecting to go anyways.
Yeah. I was on the string yesterday too. Same exact thing.
Wow. So no part of the disc was extending into the fairway, and it's out of bounds. And McBeth also playing with fire, but doesn't get burned so bad. And Cole, a chance to regain a tie at the top with a birdie here.
Tie? Is it stalling? Oh.
Yeah, he
Okay,
knew that
good
was
shot.
pushing long. I don't mind that shot, though. I'd like to be a little closer to the basket, but...
Oh, wow. This kid is automatic.
All right.
now.
What a smooth delivery there.
4 through 4. Kind of every one of these is a must make for this kid.
Well, that's a head scratcher. He doesn't make everything. He's not superhuman, but he doesn't airball from that range. Not typically, at least. Cole takes advantage of the opportunity, and Paul, yeah, that's a little wide there on the right side.
Yeah, he knew it.
Well, that, I mean, I think that ends it. If that doesn't go in, I think any chances are gone at that point.
He's got to be near perfect.
And that's the thing, is it's just,
And he doesn't have that par 5 anymore either. It's like a double little we had the last time he was here with that 16 under, so.
This bag,
This bag is lighter.
very sturdy.
Comfortable.
It's beautiful. I'm in love with it.
I feel like I'm just gonna have this bag forever and it's never gonna fail me.
This is the Octothorpe reimagined.
right, we're tied at the top. The reason I think that we're kind of leaning into this, everything's got to be perfect for Gannon. It's not just McBeth. You know, he's trying to go against McBeth, who comes into the round with the lead, but he's also got to weather the storm of McBeth. And Paul Krans hasn't got a par yet.
Yeah.
So there's 3 players ahead of him, and if you want, I mean, he's been so consistent that you just expect him to be there in the mix at the end.
Big shot here for Paul. Could really put a lot of pressure on the lead card, and I like it, Jerm.
Yeah, let's see how close it gets.
Oh, it doesn't get past the hill. That's so unlucky.
You rarely ever see someone catch that little space once they hit the gap.
Yeah, that should have. If that
Always clears
a
that.
foot higher, that is in the circle.
Mhm.
This is the way you should play this hole, though. It has to be low.
Also catching that little flat space.
But he catches the branches, so it makes sense. Paul didn't. Yeah, I think you need to play it low at the tree, and they're all doing it very well.
There's a little inside for Gannon.
A lot inside, yeah.
Yep. So theoretically, if Gannon does take the par here, which it seems like more likely he will, he'd have to get the rest according to the number that we were stating earlier.
And Paul is playing with fire.
There's a 50-50 chance that does not come out, stays OB. But nearly polar opposite day for McBeth so far. Starts off getting the first, 6 holes?
Mm-hmm.
And today, getting up and down here would mean he's just 1 under through the first 5.
You know,
is that a thumbs up or down?
He was trying to make that, yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he stood over it for way too long.
All right, Paul, this is huge. If you'd make this.
That's it.
You know, air balls, I don't mind on 5, at least putting up the hill. Hitting cage is where you get into some trouble. You can see the slope is pretty brutal.
It's a good putt.
Really
nice little catch in the corner pocket. That's what putt with a little touch will get you. You'll get a couple of these.
Yeah.
Dropping in at the right pace.
It's like the exact opposite round than what McBeth is doing right now is Cole Redalen. The one par Cole has is the one hole that McBeth birdied, and the rest are switched. So Cole is going to take the lead through 5. Already made up 3 strokes on McBeth. And Cole is off to the races.
Checking it with Parker Wilk. Having a very nice tournament. Throws a little Anheuser on this one. Hole 7, a little par 5. Not little, 1,295 feet. That's in good position right there.
Isaac, wow, he's throwing his second shot from there. So he really pushed that layup to the absolute limit. Typically, if you've seen players throw from that far up the fairway, they have gone out of bounds off the tee shot. That is a really gutsy Anheuser shot for Parker going at the pin.
He almost hit the trees on the right. Almost went out of bounds left.
Yeah, that's
pretty crazy.
This hole is just tough.
Mid-range.
It's just
Calm
absolute
down.
angle control genius. Hits the cage on 4. Hits the basket here on 7.
Hits the koozie twice. With the same shot. It's pretty crazy.
Parker Welk.
Gotten a few in a row there. That's 6 of them.
Wow, starts off with a bogey and hasn't seen anything but green since. Some chasers doing some chasing right now. So Krans is 3 back of Cole, 2 back of McBeth, Talk about what you've seen so far from Paul Krans in these last 2 rounds.
I mean, he's just doing what he needs to do. I think that getting off to a good start is important for him, for sure. But if he wants to take down the title, he has to keep going. So once we get past this hole and we go through the big par 5, 9, and 8, then I think we'll know a little more, because these ones you can kind of throw yourself in and get a bunch in a row, you know?
Yeah. It's funny. I think about this hole. This hole is just buttering you up to get roasted.
Yeah,
7
for sure.
and 8. This is just where you get all the sweet flavoring for all the OBs that you could potentially take in the next 2.
How many misses were on this hole total? I think that's.
I didn't think that we could possibly get a lower scoring average than we saw yesterday at 2.19. It got lower. 2.16. 10 total players out of...
It was windier today.
It was windier today.
This hole was playing tougher.
10 total players out of 88 player count missed this hole.
That's crazy.
10 total.
I mean, there's OB everywhere, which is, it's funny to say. I mean, yes, it's easy, but it's windy, it's uphill, it's on a little high rise. It's the easiest hole.
The suggestion that I brought forth to Jeff Spring, he said that him and Brinster were looking at the same thing today. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see some adjustment for this one in the future.
Yeah.
It's nice to have an easy-ish hole, but, I mean, we got to get those numbers closer to 2.5 for the easy holes. 2.16 is just...
Yeah, but it's like losing a legend, you know?
Yeah, it's nice that it's been like here ever since, this is one of the originals.
Yeah, it was the original disc golf hole, I think.
And, Brinster helped a lot with this design, and I'm sure he thought...
1970...
Yes.
The first one anybody ever played right here. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I made that up. They were birdieing it with pie cans right there.
What's going on, guys? Hold My Bag just launched the greatest disc golf fantasy game in the universe.
Hold My Bag just dropped the best fantasy disc golf game the planet has ever seen.
I want to tell you guys about the newest disc golf fantasy game on the market.
One of my favorite parts is the Hold My Bag. This is something that we started doing, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, so before the pie tins, they had pie cans, and they would throw those.
Without even opening them, just fully...
Just sending them.
And they would
birdie that, and they would birdie that hole all the time. It was crazy.
12-ounce increments just coming flying across the room at your face. This one's a doozy.
Yeah, $12.95. Oof. We saw Parker where they ended up. I mean, the first shot, I think, is the one that you got to make a decision on. You can go over. It's pretty far. It's like 400 to clear. I think most of these people are going to go layup. The action on the sidearm is what I don't like. I don't like how it bounces and can roll.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I would prefer to see them all going backhand, but they're like, you know what, Paul? You're in the booth. We're on the lead card.
Yeah.
Those are good shots.
Those open up the gap. It's not so hard to get it the right distance, but to leave yourself the window that you really prefer for that second shot, that's really all these guys are thinking about right now.
There's that bounce. See that little boing boing? Sometimes they don't stop when they do that. They just keep doing that. All of them going two-piece.
I didn't find that on the tee shot.
Oh, and this is pulled. Hurry, buddy. Oh, yes, fine.
I don't think it's going to affect it much at all. I think it was
good.
on a good angle. It very barely changed the angle, but it didn't really move it offline.
So if Paul can get 6 more birdies, no bogeys, it's over.
6 more? He's only 2 under for the round. Doesn't he need to get to 9?
Yeah. My bad. 7 more.
And
7 more.
Cole's got to get 6 more.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you meant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. I mean, granted, that's enough to win. We don't even really know. That's just kind of the projected number.
Yeah. No, I was talking about McBeth. I thought it was 3 under. My B. Hand up.
That should be in range from there to go home.
Sidearm?
I don't know.
It's so tight over there on the right.
Yeah.
The backhand.
Oh, look at that gap. Cole decides to go aggressive through the low ceiling. Beautiful. Now, none of these are super duper far in 2, so I gotta imagine this might be a safe shot. Nope. Well,
yeah, it's kind of safe.
Yeah, it's kind of safe.
And that's a good shot.
Yeah.
Smart. Too far on the right, you know?
So little room to work with on that right side. Yeah, so Gannon's going to go forehand because that's where all the space is. Oh, boy. This slip caused the turn. Is it going to come back in bounds? No, it's not. But, man, plenty of distance. But, man, that slip is costly.
Paul's going to try the back end. He's going to have to push this tree line. I like the height. I love the height.
Yeah, it's driven. It's going to give him an outside chance. It's 67 feet, yeah. How aggressive does Paul play this one?
Gonna get a little closer than those guys, I think, but similar spot.
Yeah, he's inside C2. I don't think anyone else is even.
Yeah, he gave
C2.
it the height to just keep going down the hill. They were all pretty low, and Cole just threw a mid range. So,
man, I did find this fairway to be kind of slick. We saw Gavin Babcock slip yesterday on this fairway.
Yeah.
Gives it the height. A little stressful 25-footer coming back.
Big time to make one. Good,
that would
good
have
bid.
been huge. The tailwind allowed this hole to play dramatically easier than yesterday. Still came in as a .41 over par, so still was bruising the course. But a lot closer to the par on hole 8, which really didn't change much at all, or the scoring average to hole 8.
Okay. Which we are coming up on right now. Let's skip over to 9, see what Isaac Robinson's all about. Hook up today. Oh, that is...
They don't make him better than that.
Wow.
They don't make him better than that right there.
No.
That dude just gets it, man. He just gets it.
It's aggressive. Trying to find a little something.
Ooh.
Calvin. And Calvin missed 9, but did you see he got 7 and 8?
He birdied 7 and 8.
Yeah, that's a nice way to get yourself back in the mix.
Whoa, that's gaining so many strokes on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one, 745 does not seem tough, but you just know we are going uphill this entire way, and at no point does it ever feel like it's reasonable to really get this birdie. The out of bounds on the right side cuts in so much that you don't have space to swing in the backhand hyzer, so it's all got to be anhyzer angled. There's OB 15 feet right of the basket, maybe less. you're just given nothing on this hole. It is an absolutely crazy birdie to justify going for.
I don't know. You get a good tee shot in.
This is a really good tee shot.
Yeah, this is great. He's
That's
only
a
going to
great
be
shot.
330. Right around there.
Cole. Paul, this needs to sit down. This is hyzering pretty fast, and that's where you find the OB. But he put a pretty good high move on it, just didn't quite turn.
Big mistake from Krans.
And this is holding over. Does it get down in time?
Oh, this is massive.
Oh, my gosh. Half in, half out. That's
a chip shot, kind of.
Good opportunity for McBeth.
Yeah, no, it's
you
like,
have to get that distance to justify the go for.
Yeah. So you going for the hole?
That is so far. That is insane. That is insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, both of them are chip shots. I think 300 footers.
That requires a boom daddy tee shot to get any place where you can do something like that.
I like the patience here from Krans. He could definitely get aggressive and try to get himself a C1 edge putt there, but he just decides to lay
reserving to the bogey. That's a smart play. That's how this hole walks away with so many victims is just people want to save that par.
That's a great shot. Throw it to 40. Give yourself a little look. You just don't want to see this get flat at all. Look how close he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gives it height.
Yeah, that's
going to
be just
there.
fine.
Yeah, wow.
See what I mean? It's not far at all once you get to that second tier of flat.
That just requires so much off the tee, and to go that high with Anheuser, you're really risking the OB that he was 6 inches away from finding.
Maybe a little deep of the bucket. Yeah, great shot. Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, just control it backwards. Great effort. Big birdie.
Cole.
Holding it down. That is a huge putt, man. That is telling the card I am not playing around right now. Walking away 1 under between 7 and 8 combined. That's a statement from Disc Golf Pro Tour winner Cole Redalen.
How many years has it been?
Was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Or was it 3?
It's either 2 or 3 years ago he won. It's been a while.
It's been a little while, yeah. But you can't take that away from him ever.
No, I mean...
And he kind of walked away with it, too.
He won by like 6 or 9 or something. Something like that. At one point, I know he had a humongous lead. 6 under for Cole through 8 holes. Going into hole 9, 480 feet. You saw how Isaac played it. That's really what you want to do. You want to hug that out of bounds line on the right side as long as you can. Slide up there to the left. They're pretty generous with the OB on the left, so you'll see a lot of drives head over there. Pretty tough putt from over there, though.
So it was, we've had, Gannon Burrs won the last 2. Cole won in 2023.
Okay.
I just remember that Gannon won 2 in a row.
And
oh, boy.
This is
you need help?
Some love.
A lot of help right here.
No.
And sometimes they kick out. Sometimes they get absorbed.
And Paul is throwing the smartest shot that you can throw on the hole. Yep, circle's edge.
Yeah, that's really good.
Sees the leader go out of bounds early. That's a bogey. Gonna be a bogey, minimum.
Gannon pushing that right side. Is it going to hyzer in time?
Oh, he is so skilled.
Oh, that's insane. That's what you have to do. If you want to park 9 and not have to make the little sketchy 35-footer, you have to do it like that. Not many people have the bravery to do it, though. This is the other way. Goodness. To bend it in late the whole way. That's a great shot.
Yep.
Kind of an awkward little soft, touchy spin shot here for Cole. Does very well with it. Otherwise, an impeccable front 9 for Redalen.
Windy right here. Yep.
And McBeth will only gain a stroke with the par.
Seems like they both were expecting a lift, right to left crosswind, as you can see, and I tend to agree with them. I didn't see any lift with those.
Mm-hmm. I also find this green to be kind of tricky with the putt. The way that it kind of funnels through down the hill just over the berm with the lake. It's it really does pull a lot of air pressure through this section of the course, and I think the 3 hardest greens to putt on are 4, 5, and 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that is going to do it for the front 9. We have a tie at the top. Cole, even with his bogey on 9, is able to make up the 2-stroke difference. And we've got ourselves a little showdown.
Yeah, we do. I was impressed with the whole card, really. Not a lot of big mistakes. We saw a small one there from Cole, and Gannon capitalizes, and he's kind of sneaking his way back a little bit. I'm not dropping this little Gannon bird chase down yet.
The 16 ain't happening with the bogey on 7.
Exactly.
But he's definitely in the mix enough that the other players haven't really separated themselves. I think that bogey from Cole really gives him still an outside chance.
Right.
But I don't think that Gannon is afforded an opportunity to take any more pars.
And I like what Krans is doing, just kind of hanging around. Birdie's the first 4, and he's just kind of chilling right there.
He's golfing right
now.
All right, well, that's going to do it for the front 9. Please help save my life and make someone subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys in the back 9 for the conclusion here at the GMC.
Watch your body and I feel that sunshine.